Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I replaced two camshaft adjuster magnets on my Audi A3. My car has been running rough at low RPMs, even stalling out every now and then. And also, like, going from park to first gear, it shifted weird. It did not like that. This fixed it. I tried so many different things. I tried spark plugs, coil packs, a camshaft position sensor, which did help a little bit. I also did a PCV valve, or an oil separator, they call them on the Audi, and an intake manifold flapper sensor. None of those worked. The timing was just off. The variable timing was just not right, and this definitely fixed it, and it's not a bad job. I'm going to show you right now how I did it. Learn from my mistakes, because I made a big one that you do not need to do. All right, if you find this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. Let me know if it worked for you. Here we go.
All right, when I started in on this journey, I did get a error code for the camshaft adjustment exhaust bank 1. And when you look here, this shows the actual timing versus where it should be. And it's not even close in some cases. And from what I've read, these numbers should be within a half a degree to 1 degree. So this showed me that this was probably what was wrong with the car. Here's a picture of the camshaft adjustment magnets right here. And then there's another one to the right over here. And you're also going to see two sensors. One is right here, and the other one is tucked behind that tube that you're not going to be able to see. Each of these sensors, or each of these magnets, have 3 T30 bolts on them. They come off pretty easy. It just takes a little bit of time. All right, so here I started using a pick and a screwdriver to try to get those off. Don't do that. Just keep wiggling it back and forth, and it will definitely free up. Just takes a little bit of time again. Okay, wiggle that out. There's definitely a little bit of oil coming out, not bad. Okay. Here's what we have. Oh, these are supposed to be super loose. That did not feel loose. That was pretty gummed up. I wonder if I can clean that. That was pretty tight. Felt like it was pretty gummed up. There you go. That's what we got. Okay, now I read a little bit about this, and let's see, does this move in and out? Oh, that moves good. That sits flush. So those might not be bad. When I pulled these out, I did not have new magnets to put back in, so I wanted to try cleaning them up and see how this goes. See if I could loosen up that pin a little bit. And it definitely loosened it up. And I put it all back together, and it made the car run better, which you will see. But this is not a long-term fix. This worked for just maybe a week, and that was about it. All right, now in reverse order, just put everything back together. Those 6 T30 screws go back in, and they get tightened down to 9 Newton meters. So I just snugged them up a little bit. Here's the timing after cleaning out those magnets. You can see it's a little bit better, but still jumping around quite a bit, not where it should be. So I ordered some new ones, and I also ordered a new gasket, and that's where I made a mistake. So keep on watching. Don't do what I do coming up.
Our magnetic cam adjuster has arrived. So we're gonna go ahead and replace these. Feels a little smoother than the others that we just cleaned out. And then I also bought a little rubber gasket that is supposed to go on there. You can tell this is definitely a specific way of going on. So we'll take a peek. Let me go and put that on and make sure we get that going in the right direction.
All right, so after you remove those magnets again, don't do this. Don't try to remove that gasket with a pick. That is not the correct way. I destroyed it, and now I have to replace them by taking the timing chain cover off. You could get away with just putting those magnets back on. My gaskets weren't too bad. I would recommend doing that if you don't have an oil leak, but I have to do it now. To get the timing cover off, I think there's 6 bolts here. You got one here, one right over here, one that's way down there. You can see it way down there and way down in that other corner. And then another one just on the other side of that magnet. What was helpful for me is to actually pull this little the oil checker out of that little slot that pushes back in. And then also disconnect these 2 hoses, your antifreeze overflow, as well as the one that goes to your, connects into your PCV valve. Give yourself a little bit of space. It takes time. It's not easy. It just takes time and persistence. The tools that I used were this little guy here. Had to use a small ratchet, and then the long pliers just to help a little bit. All right, so I was able to pull that off. Just kind of loosened up the timing cover and was able to get that gasket out. So that's how you got to do it. Don't do it how I did it. Jeez. All right, so I'm gonna oil that up and put it back in. All right, so I'm just gonna lube this up a little bit. Just some basic motor oil. It's a big project. Not too bad, but more time consuming than I thought. Yeah, it's all right. What else are you gonna do? All right, we got one back on. Just had to kind of work it around. It took a little bit of time. And we're gonna pop that other one back on. I wish I had a seal. Wish I had a gasket for this, but I don't. Okay, it took some time, but we got the timing cover back on, everything bolted back up. Not an easy job. Just takes a little time and persistence and small hands, I guess. But let's fire it up, see what happens. Here we go, moment of truth. Seems normal. Ugh. Hopefully there's no leaks. I'm kind of nervous about. It's okay right now. Get another light in there. Okay, so we hooked up our little program here, and we are really, really close of the specified and the actual values. It is not flying all over the place. I think that did it.
All right, job is done. This definitely needed to be replaced. After cleaning it, it is still like super gunked up. This is not moving very well. The new ones work super smooth. They went in, probably didn't have to replace the gaskets. I did that wrong to begin with. Just have to take the timing cover off. If you do that, I would highly recommend taking the time to do the other gasket as well for the whole entire timing cover. But that'll be another job. Job is done. Car runs great. I am positive that fixed my stalling out issue in the rough idling. 100%. Not bad, 60 bucks, job done. Took about 3 or 4 hours, not even. The hardest part is just getting your fingers on all the different screws in there. If you have small hands and small tools, you will be perfectly fine. All right, thanks everyone. Let me know if this worked for you. You can definitely do this, save some money, invest a little bit of time. Take care.